Hi everyone, welcome back to ESCXTRA. Today I am joined by none other than Teya and Salena from Austria, who will represent Austria this year with Who the hell is Edgar?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So nice to have you here today with us. It's been a little while since your song has been released, a little bit over a month. How has the general response from Austria have been to your song?
Well,
Yes.
that is a good question when it comes to like just Austria reacting to the song.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like with Austria, you always have to convince people that it's a good song with a good result.
Mhm.
And I feel like we had a pretty good reaction to the song from the Eurovision community. So all of the journalists here kind of just understood that as a good reaction in general, and so they've been very kind to us. We must say they've
Yeah,
been very
they
kind.
are.
The articles were very nice, and we're very happy about that.
I can imagine you must have been a little bit scared at first because there, of course, it's not a song that you hear every day. It's not a general pop song. It's special, and I can imagine that not everyone might react the way you want them to react. But I'm really glad to hear that the Austrian press was happy to hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
of course, I'd like to know what is the song "Who the Hell is Edgar" about, actually?
Yes, it's a very loaded question because we didn't start out writing it with like Eurovision in mind and having an exact message to put out there. We mainly wrote it out of fun. We had a conversation with a friend of ours, Elsie Bay, who's also known in the Eurovision community.
Yeah,
She's a
she was
great
in the
friend, and
Norwegian selection, wasn't she?
exactly. So
Love
she
her.
was at the MGP, which we watched actually.
Yeah.
We watched it. We didn't understand the word because it was all in
No,
Norwegian, but we loved it.
100%.
But yeah, we had an interesting conversation about what it feels like to write a song. And whenever a good song is created, it almost feels like the creativity flows through you, like kind of like a ghost that goes into your hands. So that was the igniter of like the idea of why we wrote the song. But the whole
Yeah.
message came later on when we realized that a lot of the experiences we have in the music industry together are very similar.
Yeah, because there is, of course, a bit of a hidden message, especially in the bridge of the song, when you're starting to name the numbers 0.003. Can you tell me a little bit more about that part of the bridge? Why is it in the song?
Yeah, 0.003 was, I think that was, I don't know where you got the idea from. That the whole songwriting process was like a big question mark because we were always like, how how did you write that sentence and why did you write that
Yeah.
one? And Taya was always like, she's the brain of the thing, like she started writing the first sentence and everything just happened afterwards. You didn't even think about what you were doing. You were like almost like a ghost in her body, right?
Yeah.
So that was like,
It felt very
yeah,
authentic though, because I think at that point it was autumn 2022, and at that point neither of us really knew what was in our cards for the future. We, of course, we had the dream of Eurovision, but we didn't know if whether or not it was going to happen. And I feel like at that point in time we were both very frustrated with our careers and the way it
yeah,
was going, and in general with the music business, and we kind of felt like we were working our asses off every day for years now without anything coming back, and no return. And I felt like we just kind of like all this frustration that we felt, especially as female artists and songwriters in the business, and everything around like the business giving back to you even though you put so much into it, was definitely something that flowed like into the song. So I feel like at the end of the day, it's something very personal to us, and we didn't expect that people would be so open to that message, and like really read into it and understand the lyrics and be like all for it, because it's definitely something very niche to our industry. Like the 0.0003 is definitely not something that everybody probably understood at the first listen.
but they focused on that part so hard. We
Yeah.
never thought that they were going to have the focus on that topic of the song because there's a lot of feminism going on as well, like when it comes to that. But they were all like, oh, 0.003, what does that mean?
Yeah.
That was the most asked question, actually.
Yeah, and then like people started like texting us pictures of how they listened to the song, and now you got $0.003 from you.
Slowly making you rich.
That's like so sweet.
That was
It's
so
the
sweet.
sweetest thing. But then every time I see that, it breaks my heart, because it kind of, you have to tell them like, yes, thank you so much, but 80% of that doesn't go to us, and then the rest gets split to every writer in the room, and it's like,
It's crazy if
basically
you think
nothing.
about it. Yeah, just don't think about it.
Exactly.
You don't want to crush their dreams as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, it's the
Well,
sweetest thing ever. Like we're so happy that people like really understood the lyrics and started to like it so much. So yeah, we're very, very grateful.
I'm glad to hear that. And of course, in the song, you're writing about Edgar Allan Poe, famous writer from history. Why him? Why not any other writer in history?
Also a thing that just happened. You were improvising the first lines, and I think it just matched with the flow, because there's a ghost in my body and he's Ulysses. It is da 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 da. So it had to be kind of that. It had to be that name. I don't know. I don't know how you.
I don't know. It definitely just
yeah.
It definitely just happened. So it wasn't a conscious decision. Maybe it was an unconscious one, because I did used to study Edgar Allan Poe at university and his work, and I definitely somewhere in my brain knew something about his life. So definitely the fact that he is the epitome of a struggling artist, and that he was the first writer to ever live off of writing alone, which has resulted into like a financially difficult life. Maybe it was something that kind of subconsciously went through me, but I doubt it. Honestly, I feel like it was just like a stupid decision in the moment. And then
a good one.
Right?
Like
not a stupid one.
I wish
We're here.
I wish I could say that from the first moment I started writing, I knew it was going to be Edgar and why it was going to be Edgar, but that came after, honestly. Like afterwards, we were like, oh, this makes so much sense. And that's when we wrote the bridge, actually, in reaction to finding out about Edgar's life. It's like, this is exactly what we want to say. This is our life in the music industry, and he's a perfect person, perfect ghostwriter to put into that position to write about. And that's why we wrote the bridge, because the bridge we actually didn't write in the songwriting camp. That came after our manager said, oh, you have to finish the song.
Everything just matched afterwards. And the thing is, I believe in signs and everything, you know, like if there is a sign coming that everything is all right, what you're doing right now, I believe in that. And we had so many of them afterwards. I think Wednesday came out like 2 months later.
Yeah, a month or 2 months after we wrote
Wednesday,
the song.
and it was Edgar Allan Poe was a huge thing in Wednesday. So we were like, okay, that is the first sign. Hopefully people don't think that we just took this kind of topic and put it in our song. But also it came out 2 months after. So
it was also before the song got chosen. So for us, it was kind of a sign, okay, we're on the right track.
Yeah, definitely. And also we had many other different signs. I don't wanna
we have a whole list.
Yeah, we have a whole list, but everything just happened the right way. Everything is nice. And I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, we definitely from the start we believed in that song the most, and it turned out that we had like a right gut feeling about it. So we're very happy that it just kind of went through, even though it wasn't a genius idea from second one, you know.
Actually it was
unconscious one, but for sure. No, that's awesome. It doesn't always have to be like a well thought of process at first. If it just fits into the song, and then if the signs come later and everything tells you this is it, it's going to be all right, then just follow that feeling. That's all you got to do. So I saw on your Instagrams that you were filming your postcard just a few days ago. Can you tell me a little bit more about how that was?
Yes.
It looks very
So you
fun.
want to see my bruises or
If you want to.
my hospital bill or
Oh no.
no, it wasn't that hard. I have bruises. I had bruises.
Yeah.
You too.
You did fall very hard on
Yeah.
your knees.
Actually, I have
Oh,
to.
oh
I have to
no.
check them out. But it's fine. I still can walk. I can dance. I can do everything.
I can do the Edgar dance.
I can do the Edgar dance.
Yeah.
So you can do it even with a broken knee. No. So nobody has an excuse. No, it was nice. We had cold, nice weather. Oh my god.
It was actually, we didn't film it a few days ago. It was, I think, February.
It was February, and the thing is,
Yeah.
it was cold. It was really cold, and I had an accident in the morning because I just dropped my coffee on my white jeans.
No.
Right on like this my side ass in a way. What is it called? Thighs,
I know, like
the thighs.
the side of your
ass.
thigh.
I know what
yeah.
you
Side of
mean.
my
Yeah.
side ass.
Sorry. I love
No.
that.
I'm
Don't
still
worry.
learning my English. No.
Doing great.
Yeah, and then I just set myself into on a
You sat down on like dirty wood
yeah, I was
in
stupid
white
in a way.
jeans. So
Oh,
I'm just not used to it too.
and it was like 6 in the morning and the shops weren't open and we couldn't go get like new trousers for her.
Yeah.
So what she had to do is take off her jacket and wrap it around her
so
waist.
cold.
And
right.
she only had like a sweater on with like, it was
A
like a
thin
knit. Yeah, it was a
knit,
thinly
yeah.
knit sweater with holes everywhere.
Oh
And
god.
I just felt so bad for her. Oh my god, it was so freaking cold.
Yeah, but how stupid do you want to be? Like sitting with the white jeans, like
It happens. It happens.
yeah,
Mm.
but it was worth it. And I think did we get sick afterwards? Was that
No,
the,
we
the
were
thing
fine.
when
No, we were fine. It was we got sick way after it, but the like shoot in general was so much fun. So would the only directions?
March. It was March.
Was it?
It was March.
Nice. I think I'm just full of dates in my head. But yeah, it was so much fun, and like the only direction that we got was just be yourselves in front of the camera, which is just so refreshing and
That
nice to
is
hear.
so
And
nice.
that's what we did. We just had a lot of fun skating and falling and yeah.
That's good to hear. I'm very, very excited to see the end result in a month, actually. So,
Yeah.
speaking of a month later, you'll be in Liverpool around this time. And many of our fans are curious about your staging. Can you give us a little tip about what we can expect from the staging in Liverpool?
You know what we can tell you? The only thing we can actually tell you is if you watch the music video and you see us dancing the choreography, maybe it would be smart to learn how to do it.
Mm.
Maybe.
Maybe
All
we're
right.
talking about maybe. It's
Maybe. Just in
It's
case.
also just an exclusive thing for you.
Oh, lucky me. Well, it's not going to be exclusive anymore when this is online, but still, thank you, girls.
Yeah,
Just
don't think about it.
don't tell our press management and we're gonna be fine.
I'll try my best. I'll
She's
try my
sitting right
She's
there.
sitting right there, by the way.
best. Sorry, press manager. So
No, she's
what?
sweet. She's not gonna say anything.
She's not gonna say anything, right? No.
Right?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So what is the
Yeah.
thing you are most looking forward to now in your upcoming Eurovision journey?
Oh my God, to meet all the people there, meet all the people, the artists, and everyone who's working around there. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
just the whole vibe. Like
Yeah.
we are such big Eurovision fans ourselves, and we've always been huge Eurovision fans. We watch it every year, and also ever since we're friends and we know each other, we also like
the main topic.
we rate the songs every year and we watch it and we're like so into it. So we're just so excited to finally be like in a Eurovision bubble, be part of the family, meet everyone, and just get that whole Eurovision vibe. into our bodies.
That will feel so different because you just see the people on the TV screen and you think about the experience that we're gonna have, but now we can like experience it in person. So that's like a whole different mood.
It still feels so surreal.
I can imagine, especially being like, I'm of course a Eurovision fan myself. I could not imagine living that life that you guys are going to live for the next couple times, just meeting everyone, being in that bubble, experiencing everything that you've been watching on TV. And I was so upset because I was in Barcelona and you guys weren't there.
Oh, you were gone for a second, but you're back.
Oh, I'm back. Thank God. Yeah, sometimes my internet is a bit flaky.
No, you're fine. But yeah, it's exactly like, imagine just you getting a call one day that you're going to Eurovision. It was the same feeling for us because we're such big fans. And then you're like, oh, holy shit, I'm gonna actually like be in that and not like just watch it on TV. So it's an insane feeling for us. I feel like it still feels like it's very surreal and not really happening. And we're gonna perform the song for the first time at the pre-party this weekend, and I feel like that might be the moment where we're gonna be like, oh, it's happening.
Do you think? Because I don't know if I will recognize what we're doing there. Because I mean, we have gigs from time to time, so maybe it feels like a gig with our self-written song, and there are some people who like it a lot, you know, like dancing to it. Maybe it feels like that. I don't know. I'm just very curious. I just don't get it that we're going to Eurovision. It's like, it doesn't make sense in my head.
I feel like Eurovision fans are just not comparable to other fans.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I feel like the love you get from Eurovision fans is just out of this world, and we're probably never gonna get something similar to this. So I feel like we're definitely gonna notice the difference, like from a pre-party to like a regular gig. Yeah. She just realized. Like,
oh no.
No, I could cry every time I think about it. That maybe that's why I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, we don't think about it. Yeah, because every time we're like, we really start talking about, we just start bawling our eyes out. So we just don't talk about it. We're like, yeah, this is normal.
Please don't do this on stage.
Yeah.
Not on stage. Just enjoy the moment as much as you can. I'm going to be in Amsterdam next week as well.
Yes.
And also to London, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. So there's many more pre-parties for you to attend and cry over.
To realize.
To cry.
That could happen.
And that's fine.
Let's see.
We'll all accept this. So
oh God, you make me cry as well.
No.
Okay, no.
Not yet.
No.
Let's end the interview then before everyone starts crying. I have just one more question for you girls. Do you have a message for all your international fans at ESCXTRA?
A big thank you, first of all.
A big thank you,
Yeah, we just want to say, like, we're super overwhelmed with all the love and support that we got so far, and we're just very grateful to be a part of the ride, and that's honestly all because of you and everyone that listens and texts us and DMs us. It's like the best thing that's ever happened to us so far.
It feels so good to be seen. That's the first time ever. I think that's a hard work that we had like the last years. Teya like as a songwriter and me as a singer, and now we're getting into that. It's we're just thankful. That's like everything I have to say now.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm going to end this recording. I'm going to say goodbye to you offline, and I want to thank all the fans for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon in Amsterdam.
See you there.
See you there.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks.